Hello and good evening, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, and welcome. My name is Katie and I'm on a personal weight loss journey and I'm on my own personal witchy spiritual journey. So this video is my weekly tarot reading. I have a variety of cards that I use, and yeah, so as it's Easter Sunday, I'm going to have a couple of extra cards out. So if you'd like to know what is going to be pulled this week, then make sure you keep on watching. So, as usual, I will start with my house and home deck. I like to put these first because they have the major arcana cards, as I say previously, and then they have these oracle messages cards. So I like to start with the messages card just so we can get a feel of how the reading will go. And yeah, so we shall see what messages we have for you lovely people watching, and maybe for me as well, because obviously the cards, I bond with the cards, so they may give something that might be of use to me as well. So we will see. So what message do we have for our lovely friends watching? If you're wondering, I think I have said it in a what I eat in a day video that I had a couple of things from Shein come, and this shirt is from Shein, and yeah, I just like to have, I've been wearing it the last couple of days as a layering piece. I love checkered shirts. So yes, we shall see. No cards jumped out, so I'm going to do what I have done before. I'm just going to put the cards down until I feel the need to stop. So here we go. Right, so we have, don't push too hard or try to force it. If it's heavy, ask for help. So that is the card that we got. So from this, I'm getting, again, it's kind of like I think last week, where it's relating to, could relate to me actually. You're trying to push something too much, and if you keep pushing, then it's either a person or an idea or a journey is just not going to happen, and it's just going to maybe backfire. So it's kind of saying, don't go too hard on what you're trying to do. Just take a step back and maybe do it in baby steps. Don't try and do one big thing in one go. Just break it down into little bits, and if you do need help, ask. There's no shame in asking for help. That's something I have definitely learned over the last year or so. Don't bottle it all up. If you're having feelings, please speak to people. Any of your friends, family. My inbox is always open. If you do ever want to chat or vent or just need advice, I'm always here if you need me. So yeah, I think it's just kind of saying, just take a step back, and don't feel like you have to do it all by yourself. As they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. So yeah, it's definitely saying, just maybe break it down into little bits, into smaller chunks if you can, and yeah, that's definitely, it's kind of a help, kind of get, like, not get help, but advising you to just take it down a notch and just maybe ask for help, as it may help achieve what you're wanting to achieve, and it will help lighten the load, kind of thing. So yeah, that is the message from the house and home cards. I'm going to go to the major arcana cards next, so we shall see what they come up with. As I've said before, these are all just different types of houses or parts of houses. They're really interesting cards to look at. And as I said, these are the major arcana cards, so they're just the big cards of the deck. So I've left one of the oracle cards. So what message do we have for my lovely friends watching? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Let's take this one because it's sticking out. So let's just put them down there. Oh, we have the nest, which looks like this. They're very pretty cards. And as I said, it's called the nest. So I'll just quickly get the guidebook because obviously it's different to the traditional cards. So we shall see what the nest is. The nest is also known as the Hanged Man card. So the word associations, it says, obviously I will go to my traditional tarot book as well. Suspension, confidence, an alternative outlook, in between, waiting, insight, fantasy, imagination, sacrifice, traitor, reversal of values, unorthodox solutions, introspection, stuck, and bound. And in the description, it says, this house belongs to an acquaintance. It is wedged between the branches of an old tree. The house, for most parts, appears sturdy, with multiple levels and various options for entry. There's no real telling how far up or down you can go. Winged friends will huddle around to watch, perch nearby or spy from above. Good luck finding the door. So, let me just find the Hanged Man here, because that one, I don't really get I hardly ever get the Hanged Man, so it's quite a new card to me. So let's see what it says in here. So the quote says, I am the sacrifice we must all make to arrive at the truth. So it says patience, waiting, surrender, sacrifice, wisdom, foresight, planning, strategy, eventual gain. The card of the Hanged Man depicts a man hanging upside down from a beam. His legs are crossed and he has reached an impasse. No further movement is possible for the time being. The card represents sacrifice and the willingness to face short-term losses to ensure long-term gains. The fool must learn patience and how to act strategically to achieve the result he wants. He may also benefit from a different perspective on the problem at hand. An immediate advantage must be given up, but will eventually be replaced by a much better opportunity. All expectations should be surrendered for the time being. So, that's quite a heavy card. I think it's kind of saying, if you're in a situation and you may have to sacrifice one thing relating to this situation, which will make the outcome better in the future. So I don't know if you need to, I don't know, for example, me at home, obviously I was trying to look for a job to help get me out of the house. And it's kind of, in my situation I'm in, Adam, my husband, is a taxi driver. So he had an opportunity recently to go to a different taxi company. He's still self-employed, to earn himself a lot more money than he currently does now. So it's kind of saying, I might have to sacrifice looking for a job so he can work more to therefore earn more money. But he would also be sacrificing spending time with me and Louis, kind of thing. So it's kind of saying you may have to sacrifice one thing to get the better outcome for another, kind of thing. Again, it could relate to meeting people, meeting business partners. You may have to sacrifice meeting such a person because you may meet someone that's better suited, kind of thing. And it can happen in personal situations as well. You may have, like, for example, I need to sacrifice, like, my bad part of my diet because it's going to help me in the future. So I hope that makes sense. So, as it says, planning and strategy. So you need to have a plan in place so you can see what this sacrifice is, so you know what you're eventually going to gain from that sacrifice. So again, it might be in business. You might have to sacrifice doing a certain idea because it may not be feasible at the moment, but if you plan more accurately or work out your budget, it may help to eventually get to what you want to do. So as it says, surrender and sacrifice and waiting. So you may have to wait a little while for this to go through the motions of this sacrifice kind of thing, and obviously hopefully after you've done that it will all make sense in the end. It will be for the better. So yeah. And then, as it says in the guidebook for the actual card, obviously, waiting, you might have an alternative outlook. So if it is something related to business, you might have a different look on what you wanted to do. So if you make a plan, you might be able to have a think, and then you might think, actually, we need to do it in this way to make it better. So it's kind of making you think a bit more, I think. Yeah, it's kind of, you're stuck in the situation, and you really want to make it better. So you kind of had to plan ahead, plan what you're doing now, and see what you can do to make the plan better for the future. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, so that's the kind of thing I'm getting from the Hanged Man. So yeah, that was quite a heavy card. It does relate to what I'm going through at the moment, and I thank the cards for that message. I hope it resonates with all of you guys, because I really do like it when we get comments saying that it's helped. So I think I'm going to go to my newest deck of cards, which I used last week, the Moonology ones. And it makes sense because we've had a full moon this weekend and the pink moon, so definitely need to use these cards. Let's see what we get out of these ones. That's all of them. Yeah. So again, these are like oracle cards, so it will have a message on, and we can see if that message resonates with any of you guys, or me, or someone you know. So what message do we have from my lovely friends? What message do we have from me? Do I need any messages? Hopefully we can get some sort of message for you guys, or advice. Okay, so we have the full moon in Taurus, and it says, your dreams need a practical plan. This actually resonates with one of my good friends that I've just been speaking to. Please focus. So again, it really does go back to the Hanged Man. You need a practical plan in motion to be able to succeed at your dreams. That's the be all and end all of it. You need to have a practical plan that you can stick to, that is going to work and is going to help you get to where you want to be. So yeah, that's definitely it. And the image is so pretty on these. So yeah, definitely a very strong message there relating to dreams and achievements. So we thank you, Moonology cards. So I think I'm going to I've got my rune cards out. I had them in the last special reading, so I will get them out again. And we shall do another 3 card draw of the rune cards. The 3 rune card draw is card 1 is your overview, card 2 is your course of action, and then card 3 is the outcome. So, what message do we have for my lovely friends? What advice do we need? I'll just stick those there. So, card 1 is the overview. Again, I'm not going to try and pronounce these because I don't want to butcher it. So, we have this rune here. Which says the overview is relating to self-esteem, spiritual guidance, and leadership. So, the overview of your situation, maybe you've got a bit of low self-esteem at the moment, and this is what's affecting your what you want to achieve, kind of thing. So it's kind of blocking your way a bit. So, and then spiritual guidance and leadership. Maybe the overview of the situation is with the fact you've got your self-esteem is getting in the way. Spiritual guidance may help you realise about your self-esteem, and leadership, like for example with me, this resonates with me quite a lot actually, because my self-esteem is low constantly and it's always in the way of my personal weight loss journey. And since joining my spiritual group and becoming more spiritual and learning, it is helping, and having Sally, who is leading the group, is really helpful. She really has helped me learn different things and help me grow. So yeah, that's the overall card for the overview. Maybe we'll see what the second card, which is the course of action. So we shall have a look. I don't think I reshuffled. Oh, that one stuck out. So I think I just picked them out, but I feel like I need to shuffle them each time. So, course of action is wealth, all money matters, prosperity, starting new enterprises. So it's kind of saying maybe money is something you need to help achieve this dream or plan, or money is part of your plan. You need some sort of money to put into this plan to help it take off, and obviously prosperity and starting new enterprises. So course of action, again, starting something new, maybe learning something new. So if you're going to start something new, it's going to help your self-esteem, therefore you might feel more confident in your abilities, and yeah, so that's going to help you achieve your goal once again. So let's see what it says the outcome will be if we do, or not do, if we do what the cards advise. There's this one, because it didn't want to go back in the deck. So, card 3 is the overview. Is love, natural flow, and uncovering hidden things. I think this came up in the last time with rune reading. So it's kind of saying if you do something related to your self-esteem, spiritual guidance, getting advice, and the course of action, which was maybe seeing, if it's a business thing, maybe seeing if you can get a little loan. Not that I'd advise it, I'm not a business person. Maybe just getting some sort of little bit of money to help situation. And once that all happens, maybe if it is relating to wanting to start a business, you'll love yourself more, and there'll be more of a natural flow in what you want to do, and it will uncover hidden things. So it might even uncover things relating to what you want to do. It might uncover something specific you want to do with your dreams or achievements. And yeah, it may help you love yourself more because you've put in the effort, therefore you're going to love what you're doing, kind of thing. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, again, it relates to all the cards we've had tonight, and I feel very good. It's given me lots of advice, lots of things I can take on board myself. So yeah, we thank you, rune cards, and put them in a special bag. So yeah, that was the rune cards. So to finish the reading off, I'm going to use my Guiding Stars Oracle cards. So yes, love these. Used them lots. Used them in every reading I've done so far. They're just really, really positive affirmation messages. And again, really lovely cards to end on. So we shall see what message we have for you lovely people. So we have, I will channel my spirituality each and every time I step outside to admire the night sky. So, what I'm getting from this is, maybe if you're, like the rune card said, if you are looking for spiritual guidance, this is trying to say maybe get outside. Maybe the outside will give you some inspiration into what you need to do. And obviously it says every time you step outside to admire the night sky. So I don't think it means you need to go out every evening, but it's kind of saying maybe the night sky might give you more inspiration, more energy, because obviously it's the moon and the stars, and especially at the moment with the full moon. So yeah, I think it's trying to say trust in your spirituality and guidance, and maybe look up to the moon and the stars for guidance and energy, and it will give you that because you trust in the universe, kind of thing. So yeah, I think it's a really good message actually. I think it's speaking to me actually. I think it's trying to say to me that I need to get out more. But yeah, definitely a nice message to end on. And yeah, so as I said, this is very special for Easter Sunday, and I hope it resonates with you or someone you know. As I said, it does resonate with me tonight. So yeah, I'm going to take all the advice that I've given to you guys and take a bit for myself as well. So I hope you have had a lovely Easter Sunday, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, and if you're new, I'd really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button, and I will speak to you next week in the next reading. Take care.